Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for making this possible. Thank you, all of existence. You see, I'm always very to be online when I can because most times electricity is not in my power to be over here. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to breathe. I'm grateful to exist, literally. You see, what gives me life always find a way to come true for me. And the honest truth is, God is everything that can exist. And because God is everything that can exist, God would always use people, right? But you see, God would always be free will because love is free will and love is God. So God would always use free will. And that is in using people, right? It is those people that would give their free will that God would use. So when God use your free will, do not start thinking just because God used your free will, right? That that is the only way that God works. No, God works in mysterious ways. And you see, God is love, and there is always going to be someone willing to offer their free will for love, even if love has to turn stones just to use to bless itself. It will, because it's rather use free will than force anyone. So I have never seen myself as someone that can replace God in anybody's life, right? So if I'm not in a position to assist you, do not think that there's something negative about that. It's just, it is not in my power to. And I'm saying this because someone reached out to me to help them. And I tried to explain to them that I'm also looking for help. And if I have something structural that can assist, I would definitely be open to assisting. But you see, I'm not like those kind of people that would want to force you into accepting certain things before I can help you, or you have to follow my rules before I can help you. I'm not that kind of a person. Yes, when it comes to being a person, right? I don't know how to do that shit. It's disgusting to me. So I can't even comprehend it to do it to anyone. So the fact that I would love to help as much as possible, it's genuinely who I am. It has nothing to do with where I am. And I can help in the little way I can. And if I can't, it's sorry, it's just not like my fault because right now I'm also going through a lot. But you see, this is just training to strengthen me because if I didn't go through a lot, I won't be able to understand how it is for people that are going through a lot, right? Just the same way, if I didn't have this chance experience, I won't know how women are being, suppressed and oppressed, how women struggle to just get afloat, right? How society makes the image of women look weak when they're the strongest because they are coming here with the only real power of love. Like, with the only power of love, literally. Like, we masculine energies, we are the one with that forceful willpower with the AK-47, the Shakazula, the bomb blast, and everything. And so, when we come with such forceful willpower, it's like going to the jungle fully equipped, and they just come without anything but love, right? But they just want to feel good. And yet we make it difficult for them. And I can tell you this because I've lived in such a position where I was doing a lot of vocational work and someone was still in their mental state trying to oppress me because I did not look male, right? And even though that's like long history now, but I can experientially tell you that what women go through is not made up issues. They literally go through a lot. And this is why I respect women a lot. Even the fact that I am not one, I've never seen myself as one. I've never been one in any way. I've never lived as one. I've never had any woman empowerment privileges. I've never had any kind of privilege at all, sef. So men even get more privileges by means of association groups, and most times even the privileges they get most often like puts them in a situation that they would rather not be in. But because they want that privilege, they would reduce themselves who they are to such situationship. So when someone is in handicapped to help me, right? I am glad that at least they can help somebody else, because if they're not helping anybody else, they will wither and die and disappear. That's the truth about life. You can't be a love being and not help someone. So I always want to help. And the truth is, if you can help 10 people, it means that you would carry a blessing that would be able to accommodate 10 people, right? And if you keep increasing that level of help, right, you'll keep expanding your flow. It's just like a pipe now. A pipe, right, is a channel, and the more wider the pipe is, the more capacity it can contain the flow of water, right? But if the pipe is sealed, doesn't matter how wide is it, it can't flow anything. So it's just going to be there, redundant. So that is what exactly happens to us. If you're not helping anybody out, right, you would literally shrink into nothingness. This is why you hear the Bible say, love your neighbor as yourself, be kind to people. This is why rich people would cook plenty and give out on Ramadan period or Christmas period. They try to do good, because if they reduce, they withhold, they would forever not be able to give. That's just the truth about giving. If you cannot give, there won't be any need for you to have, so you can give. So people that do not have the ability to help you, right, do not see them as anything bad. They are just not with the ability to assist you, right? And it can come in different ways. They can have whatever they are going through. They might choose to help somebody else that they are pressed more to lead, right? And this is natural, because you have to help someone, right? And what is meant for you would always come to you. Never think that something has bypassed you. And you won't believe some of those people that you think that they are being helped, they had to lose like a lot of themselves just to get that help. They had to agree to things that is so against their natural authentic self, that makes them unauthentic, just to be helped. And you don't want to go through that. That is why that help did not come true for you. But you will not even see it as a blessing until you understand what they had to give, to like what they had to bend to be helped. Because many of us forget that this thing that gives us life is the God within us, is the God within all, right? And it's very important that you understand that when you don't believe that that God within you is worthy, you literally make it less powerful, in the sense that the ability for it to come true for you would reduce, because you don't believe it can work true for you. But you see, my life is that which had to prove that love is the most powerful force in all of existence. And by love, it means love is God, literally. And so God would keep using anything that would offer free will to assist me or get to me in every way possible. And to this, I'm very grateful for every free will, right? And do you know one funny thing about me is any free will that allows themselves to be used by God, I really don't just appreciate only God. I appreciate that free will that offered their free will. And I do it like with all my heart, like with all my sincerity. Like I make sure that I give flowers to who flowers is due because that's where I am, right? And the same way, I would always want authenticity because authenticity feels good. And that is why I'm always trying to spread feeling good to everyone. I want you to feel good because I want you to be authentic. I want you to be authentic, truly you. And you being authentic, truly you is the will of what we exist within, right? And for me, what we exist within is not something that can be ignored because I'm conscious of the fact that I'm always having a spirit experience when I'm breathing. Every time I'm breathing, and I'm breathing every time, even my sleep, I'm breathing. So there's no point in my life I'm not breathing. So yes, my hair is rough, funky, whatever, and I just was working out intensively, so I have my workout shirts. I have only one. Do you know what I do with this one shirt? I wash and wear it just like my tank top anyway, or whatever it's called. And yes, it's easy for me to, but it's kind of tight when not my shirt like what I wear inside. So it's not really encouraging for the struggles I have to go in the bathroom, right? But you see, when God helps you, you really feel blessed, and it does not have to stress you. That's the truth. What would, like my sister will always say, what would bless you would not stress you, right? It will come easy because there's love. Love would always feel good. If something feels good, that's like the same reason why I always seek company that feel good. If you don't feel good to be around me, if you have like envy, jealousy, all those negative nonsense, you would not enjoy being around me. You think there's something more to it than just being your authentic truth and feeling good. But you see, it has to feel good. This is why I'm not rushing anyone to be with me. I want you to take your time to calculate and understand that I am not trying to please anyone and fit in. My long years of wanting to fit in is dead, like it doesn't even exist anymore. So I'm not in a position that I'm trying to fit in. But yes, I'm living in that place where I depend solely, yeah, solely. I depend 100% on what gives me life. And it comes true for me in different ways. And till today, I'm forever grateful to be alive because that's what gives me life. Has never failed me. As long as I'm alive, it tells me you are everything and everything important to exist. And so I can see it. It's glary, right? I can feel it. And today I want to take this opportunity to thank my grandma that passed away. I felt her presence and I got her message. And I'm grateful. And you know she's proud of me because she's seen all what I've lived and been through, and she cannot but be proud that that strength is real. And she's actually even proud of the fact that I went through all that negativity without being negative myself, right? Without losing myself halfway because she had to do certain things that wasn't her true self, right? And this is just source itself, right? Trying to prove that love is the most powerful force in all of existence. It might not really be clear to you right now, but the truth is, there will come a time where You will hear it in the heavens and in every realm of existence. That love is the most powerful force in of existence. This is ancient and spirit truth. It is a truth that cannot be stopped because it is love itself in full force, moving on the speed of love. Do you know the highest speed is love? You cannot be faster than love. You can't. Even light is not faster than love, right? Even though love is light, but yes, love is that fire that generates the light. So yes, I still remain the same, you know, ever growing motherfucker. So today is just my starting point. I just started growing today. Today is my fresh start. I'm just a baby and this is my day one. So yes, it doesn't matter how sunny or rainy it comes to me. Every training has just pushed me into more strength. And the strength is intense and mad because the way I grow stronger and spiritually grounded in my like confirmations make it even more solid to push away, right? You can't just see certain things that has come true that has resonated with what you have lived years ago, right? So all this makes me firm and standing strong in who I am, regardless of how the support comes in. Because I know that what I exist within sees me, and that alone would always bring what is meant to be my way. So yes, I'm not thinking anyone is my God. I can never think like that. It is never possible. I can never in my existence think that somebody else can be my God. That's just the truth. It's not possible. And I want you never to think it's possible that anything that is outside you can be greater than what is inside you. It's just mere nonsense. Because the truth is, unless you are not connected to source, then if you're having negativity inside you, you can just imagine it's all bullshit because negativity would always reduce, it's a reductive energy. So whether it's anger, jealousy, envy, hatred, sadness, guilt, shame, it will keep reducing till it keeps you in that depression loop. And I'm telling you from experience, I believe that shit and I've bounced out of it. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for every synchronicity I see. Sophia, I retain permanently, I do not return. My mantras will always continue because I understand what they are, so you don't really need to understand what my mantras are for it to work for me. And these are practical things that have evidence in my life that I feel like I can't dismiss things I've lived with evident experience just because of perceptions that are external that do not even know the half or quarter story of what it is to be me, right? And that is what I want everyone else to understand. Nobody else can define that God within you that gives you life. And you see, every shadow comes to light. Every shadow would always turn into light. It is inevitable. It is source itself reminding us that everything is just here to prove that love is the most powerful force in all of existence. That is what humanity is about. Humanity is about proving love is the most powerful force in all of existence. So yes, I'm not really sure of my skill sets today, where I've been or where I'm coming from, but I guess you get the picture. This is just going to be history. This present version of me will be historical some hours ago or some after today. This version of me will change, right? And I love it because I love growing every day. I love the intensity of growth. I seek for everyone to grow every day, and I feel if we're all growing every day, life will be beautiful. So never, ever think that God has given up on you. You are the very intention of God as long as you're alive. And never think that just because you offer your free will to God that you have become God over somebody. You do not give yourself life, and you will not want to find out by losing that life you have that you are not God over anybody but yourself, right? And that is the truth. I can never think I'm God over anyone just because I gave my free will and God allowed itself to be used by me. And just a tool, just like anybody else. So if you are a tool for God, be happy because there's always a reward for every tool. The tool gets blessed. That's how God works. And when you're a channel, it means that you will never run dry. You would always have, right? And so if you allow yourself to be a channel for someone great, you become a very important. In short, you don't know what you do, you become very, very important. And you see, because source knows that, right, that anyone that chooses to be a channel for somebody great, they become highly great themselves. It only chooses to blind every other thing out, like blind out common sense to anyone that will not be worthy for such kind of, you know, blessings, and give it to that which would really deserve it, because it's not about just giving, it's about the heart. You can give out of ego, you can give just to feel like I'm better than you, that kind of thing. Do you get? And you can give because it is genuinely your will to be an angel to someone. And that's the kind of person I am. Like being that angel that showed up just at the right time has always been my heart's desire. So if I can give as much as I can, I give. I don't give based on what is in my pocket. I give based on how my ability can take it. Right? I give based on how I'm led. And that's the truth. Never give out of trying to impress or performance. Give because the spirit is leading. When you give in alignment with love, it is more important than performance or show off or whatever it is, because love is everything. Whether you understand it now or not, you will come to a point of understanding it. And this, right, is very true for everything. And you don't need to be perfect to be a channel. You don't need to have everything figured out. If God wants to make you a channel, you would be the best channel ever. And the thing is, a channel would never run dry. And to keep expanding. So if you let yourself, your free will be a channel to source, you're doing a wonderful job to exist, right? And you are a blessing to others, and I bless you for it. So I bless everyone that gives, regardless of who they give, because if you don't give at all, you need to start learning to, for your own good, not even for anybody's good, because the truth is, we're not created isolated, we're created interdependently. So I come out here to give you my free will, right? To tell you that you are worthy because you exist. And love is why you exist, because you're a love being. So it is very important for you to feel love. And this is the will of love, right? As a living manifestation of love's mind and flesh. What would love always desire, if not to see love in all realms of existence, right? So when I say love, I want you to feel good. It is genuinely who I am. And I need you to understand that if I could give you more than I am right now, I would give you, because I want love to feel good all the time. And I want to be a part of such blessings. It kind of feels like fun. being an angel somehow. Or whatever it is, whatever the case might be, I'm happy that you can really come to understand it one of these days, because I notice that people don't really get when I say things until they have experienced certain things and it now clicks and they're like, oh, so that's what you're talking about. And I actually like the fact that it makes sense at any point, right? Because the truth is, it's finally click, because it's not me that owns the message, it is just using me, my free will, right? To to itself, which is you, because you are still source, you are still infinite intelligence. We're thinking about infinite intelligence. You have to be presently expressing love to embody that power of infinite intelligence genuinely. You can't fake it. You can't. Nothing can fake being infinite intelligence. You can try, but you can't. You can't fake it. So you're either love or not. You're not in between. You're either expressing love or you're not expressing love. So thank you very much. If I get how I look now. But you can judge me based on how I look. It's your business, it's your free will. But yes, this is only temporary, because I will have more gym wears than this, right? And I will have better clothing than this. And it's not something that would stop my growth, because then my growth would just be wow, seen for what it is. Now people even see me differently, because they think, I remember someone saying, are you Chinese? They're trying to say, am I a monk, right? And I was just like, "Kai, human beings." Well, yes, I grow every day, and I can't stop because of anything, or because someone can't understand or comprehend that God is everything, right? So yes, yes, yes. I give it to God. I give everything to God, and I love that God can use me in any single way, and I'm happy I can be used by God, because I did not create myself, and that which gives me life will always own my total existence. Thank you.